in, Bluegrass Sports Nation fans, and welcome to tonight's coverage here on BSN of the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame Glory Road Heritage Game between the Perry Central Commodores and the Breathitt Bobcats. We will kick off tonight's festivities and tonight's pregame activities here at Center Court at Fairce O Coliseum. Board members now have joined here at midcourt for a photograph and a picture, and we'll get ready to announce some alumni from the Breathitt Bobcat program here as they're lining up down to the left of the stage. David Kyle, exciting night for two programs that have a lot of background. Both of these programs mean a lot to basketball for different reasons, and these two. It's one of those games that everybody circles on the calendar and they want to make sure they don't miss.
When you talk about Eastern Kentucky basketball and talk about Blue Bloods, Perry County Central, Breathitt High School, that's two of the Blue Bloods premier programs in Eastern Kentucky in the 14th region. Anytime they lock up, it's always exciting. You know, the past few games that we've had has been absolute classics.
Yeah.
You know, talking about the Glory Road, you can go all the way back to the 60s and 70s, back before Perry Central was Perry Central, and it was Dales Combs, MC Napier. The Bobcats and MC Napier Navajos had some absolute classics.
Yes.
So you start looking at, some of the alumni, like right there, Perry Central assistant, Wayne Morris.
That's what I was getting ready to say. One of the first alumni onto the court for the Breathitt Bobcats is assistant coach for Perry Central, Wayne Morris, as he steps front and center. We've got a group of alumni coming to center court now. A lot of you folks that are watching the broadcast will recognize these young men. I had the joy of speaking with Earl Stevens prior to tonight's broadcast, and Earl's excited about the game and excited about the goings-on and the activities here tonight. And we've got a few more folks down there that's played a minute here on this court and some different courts in the 14th region.
You look around down there, you got Jeff Allen, one of the top 5 all-time leading scorers.
Yep.
Breathitt County School history, 1983 region champion. The pedigree, his father, Doug Allen, 1959, 1960 region champion. Kind of, one of those guys that really helped get the program started with their first region championships in 59-60. I mean, then you look around, you got assistant coach Wes Noble, went on to walk on at Morehead State, played at Union College, really good high school career. Tim Johnson, 1983 region champion. James David Fugit, 1970 region champion. We've got
Henry B. Combs, James Fugit, Earl Stevens, Tim Johnson. You're talking about Wes Noble, Joey Combs, just a number of.
And things things get lost in time.
Yeah.
Earl Stevens, growing up as a kid, being a fan of Breathitt County Bobcats.
Yeah.
Earl Stevens was the pinnacle. He was the guy. Everybody you talk to about Breathitt basketball, they would talk about Big Earl. Big Earl.
Yeah.
Just really special players, had special moments here. Earl part of 4 region championships with Coach Fairce Woods run. I mean, just really, really excited, to see those guys out.
I think it says a lot about the program too. You look across those guys and you think about kinfolk and descendants. You talk about Andrew Combs, Henry B's, what he's meant to this sport and this program. Andrew playing here for many years and such a great athlete.
You talk about Andrew's uncle, John Combs. Like John Combs, one of the absolute best Bobcat careers we've ever seen, And the thing about it was just how hard it was back then. We was talking about region champion. He might not have John Combs didn't get one, but he had such an excellent career that, when you talk about Bobcat greats, you have to bring his name in that conversation.
It says a lot about the program when you start looking out there at those alumni and when you look at the other people involved. Joey's an assistant coach. Joey Combs on the girls team. Lexi playing for the Lady Cats, and just a number of folks out there in that group that have ties to the program now.
Another assistant, Andrew Sewell, played from 2001 to 2005.
Yep.
In 2005, he was the 14th region player of the year.
Player of the year.
Really good career, over 1,000 points. Fell short a couple times in the region, going to region, but had every year he played, Breathitt had a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of fans will remember Andrew and that team, and just a number of players that not only have meant a lot to the program in history, but they've meant a lot to the program with what they're giving us today and what they've continued to give to the program over the years. Jared Hayes was out there as a basketball player on the court. Well, he's an assistant football coach for the Lumberjacks. He helps with all of our youth programs. Just a number of folks you go down the line. And once again, the first person to step on the court is the Breathitt alumni. Just made the way over from Perry Central's bench, Wayne Morris. It's just fun, and it's ironic, and it puts you back in history in a time frame that, basketball meant a lot to so many people, and it meant a lot. It was different then. It meant a lot of different things than it does now.
And you start looking at, like, even Shannon Hoskins has a tie to Breathitt County High School. He was actually my assistant coach as a freshman on the JV team. Coach Hoskins was here 2002 to 2004. I learned a lot of basketball from that guy. He's an excellent coach. Before we ever get going, Shannon Hoskins and his knowledge of basketball is very, very high.
We got an interesting night, folks. We got so much going on. We're just tickled to death to be able to cover the alumni here for you on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We got a lot of information to give you about the Glory Road and the program that it means to high school basketball here in Kentucky. We'll do that and talk some more sports when we come back after some commercials. We still got about 17 minutes before tip-off, but we'll be back to talk some more basketball. We got a long pregame. David, Kyle, and myself primed up, ready to go for this one, as well as all the fans here in the Coliseum. We'll be back after these messages here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Breathitt Funeral Home, premium service at an affordable price, when only the best will do.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Not everybody likes being locked into a contract. That's why at Appalachian Wireless, they offer you advance pay. No contracts, no credit checks. And right now, get $50 off prepaid devices and get 10% off handset accessories. Visit AppalachianWireless.com or a retail store to find out more about advance pay. Keeping you connected on the region's best service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
At Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
All right, fans, welcome back into Bluegrass Sports Nation. We are here covering the Glory Road Heritage game between the Perry Central Commodores and the Breathitt Bobcats here in the beautiful Fairce O Coliseum. And David Kyle, that's what it's all about tonight, the Fairce O Coliseum. Many stories it could tell, many basketball games. The Coliseum's been through a few makeovers. I tell you what, my friend, it's probably the most beautiful place to play basketball in Eastern Kentucky.
Oh, you cannot. Fairce O Coliseum, as a place of my heart, I think it's the best gym in Eastern Kentucky, and all of Kentucky for that matter. But, growing up in this gym, getting to watch all these great players come through, seen some heartbreak, seen some celebrations.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of Perry Breathitt basketball games right here.
Yeah.
Got to be part of some as a coach. It's really special to, for this to go on. You look at all these tie-ins. You got Cameron Turner, assistant coach for Breathitt County Bobcats. Cameron Turner, also 2019 region champion for the Perry County Central Commodores,
right,
who played for current head coach Shannon Hoskins. Just looking around, you got Dame Tobley, who won Coach Hoskins his first region championship in 2017, kind of the star player on that team, on this very floor, right in the Fairce O Coliseum. A lot of region championships, or region tournaments, I should say, have been played in the Coach Woods Coliseum. And the one kind of thing that you stick out, you look at Breathitt, 12 region championships. Never has Breathitt won a region championship in the Coliseum. All of them has come in other venues. So that's just kind of something that you wouldn't think, but it kind of goes back to how hard it's extra pressure playing in your home gym with the region tournament going on. I can speak from that from experience. It's a little extra, makes it a little tougher.
And over the years, this has never been a cupcake or an easy district, let alone region. When you talk about this region in basketball, I can think back to many years ago standing down at the end of the Coliseum here, cheering for Tim Gross and others playing against Knott Central. Leslie County, we had some big matchups with schools like that in this region. May not be here right now, but there's been some great battles in this gymnasium, and that's kind of what tonight's all about. It's a historic night. As we travel up and down the road, you pass by a lot of these gyms. And you don't know the history that's been made in that gym, and you don't know. We may travel to different counties, and we don't know those teams' history unless you're a great statistician and you really study high school basketball like some people here in this gymnasium do. We've got some great ones. But this is a place, this gymnasium has brought together a lot of communities. There's been some battles in this gym, and man, some of them have went down to the wire. But tonight is about the Fairce O Coliseum. It's one of those nights that, we're thankful for the years, the makeovers it's went through. Thankful for the administrations over the years that have spent time and money to keep this place looking like it does, and to keep this place, the historic landmark that it is. People travel up and down 15, and they look over and they know the Coliseum. They got to look past the stadium now, but that dome is always there in Breathitt County and in Jackson when you drive down 15.
Kind of a big spot whenever you come in from Campton 15th, going 15 south, and first come off the new road there, and when you see downtown Jackson, and one of the landmarks that sticks out is that dome. A lot of people that just drive by might not know what that is, but it is the Fairce O Woods Coliseum, home to a lot of great basketball matchups throughout time since the mid-'60s.
Well, like we said, the Glory Road, is about the Coliseum, the Heritage Game. This Glory Road program that the High School Association has brought to us, it's hosting the Heritage Game tonight between Perry Central and Breathitt County. Perry Central being made up of Dels Combs. You talked a few minutes ago about MC Napier and the big battles that the MC Napier and the Bobcats had over the years. And Breathitt and MC Napier's went down to the Horn so many times. And you talk about Big Earl, one of the first things you think about is MC Napier and some of those battles back in that time frame and that era, if you will. But Perry Central and Breathitt County, you look at these guys on the court, and you hope that these youngsters have developed and have had somebody behind them to talk to them about the history of both of the programs, so that they know who Fairce O Woods is, so that they know who some of the greats for Perry Central are. That's important in an athlete, and that's probably something that, we don't see in this day and time, and unless a kid's looking it up on Google.
Well, and if you look at it, we was talking about this kind of the success.
Yeah.
MC Napier had 6 region championships. Perry Central's been a school since 1996. They have 10 region championships. Breathitt's got 12. So if you add all those together, you're looking at 28 region championships since 1959 between these two schools.
Yeah.
Just success, just built upon the backs of, legends for that matter, when you look at Breathitt and Perry.
It's going to be an interesting night, interesting matchup between these two. We got about 5:25 on the clock here before tip-off. We'll take another quick break, and we'll go to commercial, and we'll be back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Career. Hazard Community and Technical College has 12-week courses designed to get you trained and ready for the workforce fast, beginning February 10th. With flexible schedules and in-demand courses, you can get in, get out, and get employed debt-free. Don't wait. Start building your future today. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more. Hazard Community and Technical College. We'll never underestimate you.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
I'm online at secautosales.com.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, E Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick,
when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Appalachian Wireless is starting 2025 by doing something they've never done before. New devices on us. Up to $800 off select devices. This is on a new or renewed line on the Appalachian Advantage Unlimited or Mix and Match plans. Visit AppalachianWireless.com or any retail location for complete details. New devices on us. On the region's best network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Well, folks, we are back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation as the colors leave the Coliseum down to our right. Everybody's still on their feet as the colors leave the court. Now, we are just about ready for some basketball, David Kyle. The Perry Central Commodores, exceptional young man. What a joy to watch that guy. Tell you what, he's made some shots. Maybe some people here in the Coliseum might not have liked all of them. But good to have Trayton Woods back. Also, number 12, Landon Miller, the sophomore. Number 23, Mason Sumner. Number 13, Tyson Neese, the senior. And number 24, Nick Prater. Starting lineup for the Commodores. The lights go down in the Coliseum, and the spotlight falls on the Breathitt Bobcat bench as we get ready for the starting five for Breathitt County. Welcome in, fans, to the Commodores and the Bobcats. The Glory Road Heritage game between these two. Should be a great matchup between the Commodores and Bobcats. Great fans and great turnout tonight. First up for the Bobcats, number 2, Aaron Stallard. Number 11, Peyton Collins. Number 12, Braxton Terry. Number 14, Austin Sperry. And finishing out the starting five for the Bobcats, senior number 23, Joseph Honeycutt. The Bobcats coming in at 17-7. Took a couple of tough losses over the last week, but the Bobcats looking to get back on the win column here against the Commodores. Big matchup between these two. Not an easy road for either team here tonight.
And the Bobcats and Commodores both got players nursing injuries. Bo Bacon looks like he's been a little injured, been out a couple games. Kanan Gross missed a game. Looks like they're both available dressed out tonight, but we'll see how that goes.
Tip will go back to Collins, and Sperry will handle it. Brings it across the timeline over to Honeycutt to get things started. Stallard back out top of the key, comes to Collins on the left wing.
Perry Central opening it up man-to-man. Sperry trying to get the ball on the poster here, Colin Ford.
Honeycutt brings it back out to Stallard out at the top of the key, comes over to the left side, inside to Sperry. Sperry double teamed, under the basket. Shakes, splits the defenders, and goes to the basket for the first 2 points.
Good offensive set there by Coach Honeycutt. Gets Sperry an easy bucket underneath the goal. Well, Sperry's so big, 6'4".
Well, Trayton Woods working hard to get to the basket, and he's going to be fouled by Stallard out on the floor. Coach Honeycutt dressing his suit and tie up off the bench to talk to the referee already.
Our officials tonight's Benny Campbell, Roger Fairchild, and Jimmy Cecil.
Long pass on the baseline from Neese, handled by Woods back here. Woods will pull up for the jump shot, and it's good. That makes your score 2-2.
Trayton Woods averaging 18.7 points a game. An exceptional scorer for the Commodores. He's been doing that for the last 2-3 years now. Very tough.
Terry working to back up Sumner in the lane. I think the ball came off his foot, went out of bounds. Turnover to the Commodores.
Breathitt O trying to expose their size early versus the Commodores. Perry that time able to capitalize the Bobcat turnover.
Woods over to Neese. Now back out to Sumner. Prater inside to Neese. Neese thought about the jump shot. Woods with it now, working against Stallard. He'll draw up the three. And the first Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer of the night is good for Trayton Woods.
Good start for Woods, scoring the first 5 Commodore points. Just a really good player. I can't say enough things about Trayton Woods.
Sperry calling for it under the basket. Honeycutt to Collins. Collins drives in the lane. He'll pull up with a jump shot. It's short. And Trayton Woods comes out of there with it for the Commodores. Quickly in the lane. A little stutter step into the basket. And Trayton Woods has the first 7 points for the Commodores. And Coach Jeff Honeycutt will take a 30-second timeout on the Breathitt County bench. We'll be back after this message.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
All right, folks, we are back. 6:06 on the clock, and their score is Perry Central 7, Breathitt Bobcats 2. Sperry goes back to work with it, goes to Honeycutt. Now in the corner to Terry. Terry will dribble it out, goes cross court, up top of the key to Stallard. Over to Sperry. Sperry will pull the trigger on the three. Off the front of the rim, no good. And down with the rebound is Miller. Miller over in the corner to Woods, comes back to Sumner. Top of the key to Prater. Prater drives in the lane, kicks in the corner to Miller. He'll fire the three. Plenty of arch on it. Can't find the basket. And Terry with a rebound.
Breathitt right here just needs to work the ball.
Sperry pulls up the three-pointer, no good again. Gets his own rebound. Goes up the lane. No good. Tipped. And we got a foul on the floor. And it's going to go against... Yeah, it's going to go against Sumner. It'll be his first. Bobcats need some inspiration here in the first quarter. And Austin Sperry gives them a Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer from behind the arc. He pulls the trigger, and that one's good.
Right now we got the score. Trayton Woods 7, Sperry 5.
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth. And Trayton Woods loses it out of bounds, and we're going to give it back to the Commodores, and we're saying that it came off the Bobcats' fingertips. Prater, baseline looking to inbound, goes long for Sumner, and Honeycutt will be called for the foul going after the ball. Just a good defensive play by Honeycutt there, a little too aggressive.
Yeah, a little aggressive. If he'd have turned his head right there knowing where the ball was, he might have come out with the steal.
Yep. Nice looking inside. He'll come to Sumner over on the left wing. Comes back top of the key to Prater. Prater's going to pull up for the three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Sperry skies up for the rebound.
Well, here's Sperry if he can get going down it.
Quickly down the court, shoots the three. Ball tipped, still loose. Stallard knocks it loose from Nice, and I think they'll get Stallard for his second foul with 4:45 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Subbing into the game now is number 20, Kanan Gross.
Coach Hoskins yelling out some instructions to Nice. Gross into the game, and Stallard will take a seat. Nice to Miller. Miller driving in the lane, baseline, and
illegal screen.
Yeah, illegal screen on the Commodores. Offensive foul will give the ball back to the Bobcats, and Sperry will walk it up. 4:35 on the clock, 5-7 your score. Pretty much the way David Kyle said, it's been the Tyson Nice and the Austin Sperry show.
And here, if you're the Bobcats, you got to kind of want to see them penetrate and get the ball down low. But especially with Kanan Gross subbing in, Breathitt's size advantage is even more so right now, and you'd like to see that probably.
A nice look by Collins that time, too, to feed Kanan Gross the ball inside, and Gross able to draw the foul on the Commodores. That'll go against Prater. Sperry now. Top of the key with it, looking inside. He'll go cross court over on the corner to Gross. Gross in the lane, kicks it to Honeycutt. Joseph open for three. Boom. The first Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Joseph Honeycutt is good. And we got another Bobcat in the scorer's book.
Good three-point bucket there by Honeycutt, and good offense by the Bobcats. Worked the ball inside out. That ball went inside, kicked it out to Honeycutt for the open three.
You can't give Joe that much time and space. I mean, he was wide open that time. And that time, Tyson Nice, he'll knock down the three. Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Tyson Nice, his first 3 points. Makes your score 10-8 now. Commodores up 2. Nice feed inside from Sperry to Gross. And Prater goes up for the block, and they'll draw another foul. That'll be his second. Kanan Gross will go to the free throw line with 3:37 on the clock.
Kanan Gross shooting 51% on the season for the Bobcats.
Kanan's first shot is good.
Bo Bacon checks in now for the Commodores. We both talked about Gross and Bacon coming back from injuries.
Bacon, as Kanan Gross gets the roll there, Bo Bacon can be a difference maker in a ball game. We've seen him make some big plays. Great athlete. And there you see Miller all the way to the basket baseline. Puts the Commodores up 12-2 or 12-10.
Perry in a lot of ways playing 5 guards, spreading the Bobcats up and trying to attack off the bounce.
Sperry over on the left wing against Tyson Nice. Collins open for the three. He'll pull up, shoot. Ring that one up in the scorer's book for Peyton Collins. Another Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for the Bobcats. This end of the court, Trayton Woods' three is no good. Sperry will pull down the rebound. Sperry in the lane, look out. Lost the handle, ball comes loose. Woods with it, up to Miller. Miller for the layup, and it's good.
When you watch Perry Central, Sperry had the ball isolated on the left wing a couple plays ago. The entire defense shifted to where there's a straight line at the rim to help defense.
Feed from Terry inside to Gross. He kicks it back out to Collins for three. Gross upset he had an open look and didn't realize it after the pass was made.
He's going to play hungry right there.
Defense got away from him, and he ended up opening underneath the basket. That time, Trayton Woods don't give him that much space. Hit pull-up jumper is good. 16-13 now your score. 2:11 on the clock.
Trayton Woods already had a monster first quarter here.
Sperry pulls up for the jump shot inside the arc, and it's good.
Wood scores 2. Spurry says, I'll match you.
Neese fires a 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Terry with a big rebound. 1:52 on the clock. Peyton Collins brings it back up for the Bobcats. Hands it off to Sperry. Sperry pulls the trigger. And Bo Bacon there with a rebound. Woods open on the other end of the court. Shot contested by Sperry. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be Bobcat basketball with 1:38 on the clock. Brantley Campbell coming in for Terry. So Braxton will get a quick breather. Honeycutt, Campbell, Gross, Collins, and Sperry on the floor for the Bobcats. 16-15 your scores. Commodores up 1. Peyton Collins now with it, top of the key. Dribble between the legs. Looks for the screen from Honeycutt. Dishes back to Joe. Joe with a hand in his face. Shot off the front of the rim. No good.
Tough shot there by Honeycutt. Pretty good defense by the Commodores.
I'll tell you what, if you get a chance, man, just was watching Tyson Neese playing defense. His eyes never leave the basketball, whoever's got it. Just a great defender for Perry Central. Campbell passes it to Collins. Collins drives in the lane. He's got an alley. The layup off the glass is good for Peyton Collins. He's got 5 points. Neese to Bacon. Bacon in the lane. Floater no good. Tipped. Neese pulls down the loose ball. Oh, man, Peyton Collins stepped in the passing lane and looked like he was going to have an alley to the rim, but the ball goes out of bounds. 54 seconds on the clock. Bobcats up 1, 17-16. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
.54 seconds on the clock. We got a 1-point game, 17-16 your score. Bobcats up 1 right now. Neese over to Bacon. Bacon with it, back out top of the key to Woods. Back over to Neese.
Coach Hoskins, Perry Central going through their continuity offense here.
Woods over in the corner driving against Collins, backing in on the baseline. He'll dump it out front to Neese. Miller back to Neese, back to Woods. Woods fakes, puts up the jump shot, no good. Tip. Bacon comes up with it. Tipped again. Woods with it all the way in the lane, and he'll draw the foul.
And the foul's going to go on number 14, Austin Spurry. That'll be his first and team 4th of the quarter. And they're going to call it on the floor.
Tyler Robinson wearing number 1 for Perry Central in the game. Big 3-pointer by Miller is good. Landon Miller's first Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer. That'll make your score 19-17. Commodores go up 2. 2 seconds. Honeycutt with it, drives, shoots. The jump shot from the free throw line's no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score 19-17. Commodores up 2. We'll be back after this message.
Not everybody likes being locked into a contract. That's why at Appalachian Wireless, they offer you advance pay. No contracts, no credit checks. And right now, get $50 off prepaid devices and get 10% off handset accessories. Visit AppalachianWireless.com or a retail store to find out more about advance pay. Keeping you connected on the region's best service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Glory Road game between the Bobcats and the Commodores, drawing all kinds of celebrities. We got Waylon Seth Abner, best pulling guard in the Eastern Kentucky football player for the Bobcats. Glad to have him on here. John Fletcher, assistant coach for the Hazard football team, as well as he does a lot for Hazard in that program up there. Glad to have both those guys watching. Had to give them a quick shout out. Perry Central with another 2-point basket underneath. Who'd that one go to? Was that Miller?
Woods. Good set play there, but Coach Hoskins isolated the side. Kind of a classic play. The Commodores run to get in the back door.
Woods with 11 points already for the Commodores. Little left-handed hook for Gross. No good, and Brantley Campbell skying in for a rebound will be called for the foul. Was too aggressive on the try for the ball that time. Brantley will draw his first foul. And took Braxton Terry back into the game for the Bobcats. 7:29 on the clock here in the second. Neese will bring it up the court, across the timeline. Goes to Bo Bacon. Now to Sumner. Sumner pulls the trigger on a long three. No good. Rebound will come down to Sperry. I kind of feel like the Bobcats need to settle in, David Kyle, and run a set, work on an offensive play. Nice behind the no-look pass behind the back by Sperry, and Terry there for the put in, and little bank shot was good. That time Sperry with a block off the backboard.
Right here, Sperry getting downhill.
Knocked loose by Robinson. Woods with it now. Behind the back, dribbles in the lane, kick to Sumner, pulls the trigger on another three. Another rebound to Terry. Long pass to Sperry underneath the basket, and they're going to get Bacon with a reach before the shot, I believe.
Good foul by Bacon there. Pretty smart heads-up play.
6:40 on the clock, 21-19. I don't know if you guys can feel the tension at home, but you can sure feel it here in the gym.
Gross checked in there for the Bobcats for Campbell.
Sperry now top of the key with it at the logo. Working against Tyson Neese. Drives in the lane, pulls up, jump shot, off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Sumner. Mason will bring it up over to Woods.
Sperry out there, you'd probably want to see him get another step in before he pulls that one.
Sumner with it, working against Honeycutt. Now out top of the key to Bo Bacon. Bacon hands it off to Woods. Woods thought about the three. He finds Bacon. Bo Bacon fires the three. Off the rim, no good. Sperry. Long pass to Collins. Fires the three. Peyton Collins, that's his second Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer of the night. 22-21. Bobcats with a 1-point lead behind the three of Collins.
Man, these teams really finding their offense tonight.
Bo Bacon goes for the pass over in the corner, and Neese was not home. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Bobcats. 5:45 on the clock. Bobcats looking to capitalize on one of the very few turnovers Coach Hoskins' Commodores team has had tonight.
The Commodores team had a turnover there, but they've done an excellent job moving the ball, rotating around.
Well, Honeycutt had a nice little dump pass inside to Terry, and Terry was getting ready to go to work under the basket and back in, and we got an inadvertent horn on the scores table, I believe. 5:41 on the clock, stop the play. Bobcats going to inbound it. That's happened a couple times this year.
Yeah.
Sperry over to Collins. Collins pulls the trigger on another three off the rim, and it'll go out of bounds to the Commodores. Tyler Robinson, the sophomore, will inbound it. Neese will bring it up. Coach Hoskins shouting out some instructions from the bench. Neese to Robinson. He'll bring it in the lane. Trying to find Woods. Comes back to Neese, top of the key, now to Trayton Woods. Gets the screen from Miller. Trying to get past Peyton Collins. Great defense by Collins.
They're going to call a walk.
Trayton Woods going to be called for the walk as the spin move against Collins. Peyton Collins with some exceptional defense.
Yeah,
from the young man.
Woods just carried away. Probably did just a little bit too much there.
22-21 your score. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Great matchup between the Commodores and the Bobcats. Sperry finds Honeycutt. He's open for three. Off the back of the iron, tips. Neese chases it down for the Commodores. Over the right wing now to Woods. Woods working in the lane. Spins on Collins. Goes up. High off the backboard. Terry will pull down the rebound.
Defense there by Collins. Look, Perry County wanting a foul. And they're going to call a foul here on
Miller.
35. Miller for the Commodores.
Terry was working into the lane and little jump stop, and Miller called for the foul on the floor.
Miller just an 8th grader. Going to have a bright future ahead of him.
Well, Josh played an exceptional game here in that JV game. Good-looking athlete. Throw in to Sperry, and it's good for Austin. He's got 9 points.
Good job recognition there by the Bobcats. Exposes Perry's size advantage.
4:26 on the clock. Coach Hoskins wants to talk about it. Bobcats up 24-21. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
All right, fans, we are back from the beautiful Fairce O Woods Coliseum, the Glory Road game between Perry Central and the Bobcats. It's all about the Coliseum and all about these two programs here tonight. As I always say, get on the phone, call your neighbor, call your family, raise the window, yell to your neighbor, tell them we got a ball game here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. 3-point lead for the Bobcats right now. Neese in the lane, puts up the floater, and it's good for Tyson Neese.
Good work there by the Commodores. Just constantly working the ball, passing it, making the Bobcats make extra moves defensively just to guard.
The size is not a detriment for Tyson Neese. He can make it happen. Sperry, 3 defenders close to Austin right now. He'll pull up for the jump shot off the front of the rim. No good. Tyson Neese there for the rebound. 3:50 on the clock. Hands it off to Robinson. He'll bring it into the lane, cross court to Sumner. Sumner now to Miller. Miller spins in the lane against Honeycutt. Goes up. Puts in the 2-point basket.
Perry Central back on top, 25-24.
Miller now with 9 points for the Commodores. 3:26 now on the clock. 1-point ball game. Commodores up 1. Inside to Gross. Ball knocked loose, deflected. He spins, goes up with the floater, gets his own rebound, and battle with Robinson. Robinson will be called for the foul.
Good work there by Gross. Hustling to rebound his own miss. Right here, if you're the Bobcats, you got a lot of size advantage with Terry and Gross here. Take advantage of it, and they do.
Nice inbound from Honeycutt to Gross. The shot doesn't fall, but that's the second foul on Robinson within just a few seconds. So Coach Hoskins looking down the bench. He may have to find a sub for Robinson, and I believe he's going to pull Josh Miller off the bench. Gross's free throw is good. Kanan Gross 3 for 3 from the line here tonight. Shot is up, and I jinxed him. It rolls out. Sumner with a rebound for Perry Central. 25-25 your score. Trayton Woods working on the right side of the lane. Dishes it back to Neese. Neese now out at the logo for Perry Central. Over to Sumner. Sumner working against Gross in the lane. Drives. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it back to Neese. Neese now in the lane. Pulls up from the free throw line. Off the front of the rim. No good. Tipped by Sperry. And he tried to chase it down before it go out of bounds. Good effort. But the ball will stay with Perry Central.
Perry Central throwing the ball out of the deep corner here. Always a tricky position.
A big shout out to Shirley Houndshell. Mama Shirley bringing us some bread out here for the staff. Ain't had a chance to take a bite yet. Matt Hudson enjoying some to my right. Trayton Woods with a big Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer, and it's good.
Good defense by Collins, just better offense by Woods.
Mama Shirley was calling me to come and get that earlier, Matt, but I couldn't answer the phone. We were already live. So thanks to Mama Shirley for the special treatment here tonight at the broadcast table. Woods with another three, no good. Honeycutt pulls down the rebound.
That one might have been just a tad rush.
28-25 your score. Sperry in the lane, slicing through defenders. Another two-point basket for Austin.
I've said it a few times, probably the best play in the region. Sperry getting downhill to the goal. Works like a charm again.
1:48 on the clock, 27-28 your score. PCC up one. Nice with it for Sumner. He'll find Miller. Now over to Landon Miller. Now back to Trayton Woods. Back to Miller. Terry comes out on him. Miller goes to the court. Terry picks up the basketball. He's going to go in the lane against Sumner. The layup is good, and he draws the foul. What a heads-up, determined play by Braxton Terry as he came out front court to take it away from Miller. Comes up with the ball. Next thing you know, he's in the lane for the layup, and he draws the foul.
One thing we talk about Terry, we talked about how strong he is in previous broadcasts, but one thing is he's sneaky athletic.
He gives the Bobcats a 2-point lead. Nice back to work for the Commodores. Out to Miller. Here comes Terry out on Miller again. Back in the lane now. Miller back out top of the key to Nice. Tyson looking for a start. Finds an alley. Comes back out to Sumner. Sumner working against Kanan Gross. Drives in the lane, gets a screen. Kicks it back to Nice. Nice now back out to Trayton Woods. The Commodores with a great arsenal on offense. Any one of these guys capable of going to the basket. Miller, baseline, working against Gross. Sidestep. And the basket is good for Miller.
Good ball movement there by the Commodores, taking advantage of Breathitt's rotations.
Miller with 11 points in the first half. 32 seconds on the clock. Your score, 30-30, all tied up between the Commodores and the Bobcats here in the Glory Road game between these two storied clubs.
Looks like right now Breathitt's going to be content to hold him for one. Could be a big momentum swing. Breathitt with the arrow, too, going into halftime if we don't have a jump ball between
15 seconds. Honeycutt now to Sperry, 11 seconds. 8 seconds. Sperry working, pulls up for three.
He's going to be fouled.
Shot is no good, but he draws the foul with 1.3 on the clock. Austin Sperry will go to the free throw line for three.
Austin Sperry leading the team and scoring at 21.4 points a game. And from the free throw line, Sperry shooting 68%.
Sperry with 11 points here in the first half. First free throw is good.
Really big opportunity here if he can sink his next two free throws to go into halftime, possibly up three with the ball starting up.
Second shot for Sperry in the air, and it's good. Nothing but net. One more free throw for Austin Sperry. 1.3 on the clock here in the first half. It's in the air, and it's good. 3 for 3 from the line. Gives the Bobcats a 3-point lead. The shot at the buzzer by Nice is no good, and that'll give us the first half score of 33-30. Bobcats go in the locker room up 3 here in the Glory Road matchup between the Commodores and the Bobcats. We'll be back here in just a moment on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at SEC Auto Sales.
We'll never underestimate you.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust. Member
Appalachian Wireless is starting 2025 by doing something they've never done before. New devices on us. Up to $800 off select devices. This is on a new or renewed line on the Appalachian Advantage Unlimited or Mix and Match plans. Visit AppalachianWireless.com or any retail location for complete details. New devices on us. On the region's best network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
All right, folks, fans, if you're at home and you think your neighbor ain't watching this game, or you know your cousin or aunt ain't watching this game, call them, message them, text them, raise the window, give them a shout, tell them to tune in. Bluegrass Sports Nation, we're on Facebook and YouTube. The Glory Road Heritage game between the Perry Central Commodores and the Breathitt Bobcats from the beautiful Fairce O Coliseum. David, Kyle, we got a 3-point matchup in a game between number 3 and number 4 in the 14th region.
Both teams looking like they're trying to fight their hungry 2 weeks away from this tournament. You know, 2 teams saying, we don't think we're 3 and 4. We think we're a little better than that.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, both of them, we made note of it earlier on. It was the Woods and Sperry show. And if you go down to point totals, for Perry Central, Trayton Woods leading them with 14, followed by Landon Miller with 11 and Tyson Neese with 5. For the Bobcats, led by Austin Sperry with 14, followed by Peyton Collins with 8. He's got 2 Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointers. Kanan Gross with 3, Joseph Honeycutt with 3, and Braxton Terry with 5. So both athletes, Woods and Sperry, running the offense, and those are the guys, the go-to guys for both of these clubs right now. I want to make a quick mention before I go any farther. We made mention some celebrities earlier. More celebrities watching here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Christian Collins, Jacob Parker, Bryce Hoskins, Connor Deaton, Addie Grace Salyers, Peyton Tharp, and Lexi Combs. Thanks, young folks, for watching us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. All those athletes and all those kids we can look back at. I say kids. I know Connor would probably wear me out if I called him that, but appreciate all you guys watching us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Great ball game.
Talking about Glory Road, you mentioned Bryce Hoskins, Christian Collins.
Yep.
You know, those guys, I got to take a little trip with them down to Upper Lincoln one time. Really special experience.
Yeah, I tell you what, we've had some great memories between some great athletes here on this court, and watched some great ball games between these 2 clubs especially. And it's only going to get better here in the second half. You can bet these 2 will go down to the wire. I don't know if we'll finish in regulation time or not. This is one of those teams, or one of those games between 2 teams that it may take an overtime or 2 to declare a winner. You never know between these 2. We've seen stranger things happen.
Well, if you just think about it, last year's region championship, Perry Breathitt. 2023 region championship, Perry Breathitt. A lot of people, 2022 big semifinal matchup, Perry Breathitt. These when these two lock horns, it's always, usually high stakes, big game.
I don't know if I've missed anything in that first half, but right now, the Bobcats, I think Kanan Gross went 3 for 4 from the line. Sperry was perfect from the line, and Braxton Terry was perfect for the line. So some great free throw shooting in the first half by the Bobcats, and something that might make a difference here in this game for them. We're going to take another quick break. We got 2:20 on the clock before we kick off the second half here in the third quarter. We'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Not everybody likes being locked into a contract. That's why at Appalachian Wireless, they offer you advance pay. No contracts, no credit checks. And right now, get $50 off prepaid devices and get 10% off handset accessories. Visit AppalachianWireless.com or a retail store to find out more about advance pay. Keeping you connected on the region's best service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hello, Bobby Jean Sloan. Hello, John Thomas. Thanks, JT O'Hare, Jason Jett, Kelly Gross, Aaron Oliver, and Erica Harvey, all watching. Appreciate you guys being on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We got a ball game, and we're getting ready to start the third quarter. 3-point game between the Commodores and the Bobcats, 33-30 as we get ready to start the third. Bobcats with the basketball. David Kyle, going to be an interesting second half.
Oh, absolutely. Like to talk about these two lock horns. It's always excitement. Bobcats 3-point lead going into this half. Bobcats got the ball to start this. See if they can build on that momentum from late in the half.
Stallard back in the game for the Bobcats. He had 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Then Coach Honeycutt had to put him on the bench. But he's back in now. Starters on the court for the Bobcats. Dish from Honeycutt inside to Sperry, and it's good. Nice look by Joe Honeycutt.
Good offense there by the Bobcats. Looking for that Honeycutt 3, got the defender to leave his feet, took advantage, got Sperry easy layup.
Trayton Woods on the dribble, finds Tyson Neese. He spots up for 3, and he nails the Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer. Tyson Neese, that's his second 3 of the night.
Good response to the Commodores. Bobcats come out with a bucket.
Prater will take a seat, and Robinson in for Perry Central.
Perry Central still coming out with man-to-man defense.
Stallard to Collins, knocked loose by Miller. Collins comes back up with it to Honeycutt, dishes to Stallard, top of the key, drives the lane. Comes back to Terry. Terry works against Sumner, feeds it back to Stallard. Bobcats nice ball handling that time.
Both teams playing really hard.
Sperry to Honeycutt from the corner. The 3, no good, off the back of the glass. Woods outruns some defenders. Up to Robinson in the lane, off the glass, no good. Sperry goes up for the rebound, and Robinson will be called for the foul. That's 3 on Robinson.
That's going to be an interesting story to see how it unfolds here in the second half is the fouls.
And Bo Bacon will come back in for the Commodores. Bacon, once he talked about that earlier, is a difference maker. It only takes a shot or 2 for him to get hot, and a great athlete for the Commodores. Collins now with it for the Bobcats. To Stallard. In the lane, spins, goes up, off the glass, shot no good, knocked loose. Sperry with it. And Bacon and Sperry fighting for the rebound. And Bo Bacon will be called for the foul. Inbounds, Honeycutt to Sperry. Sperry tied up over in the corner. Back to Honeycutt. Now to Stallard. 6:20 on the clock, 2-point lead for the Bobcats. Peyton Collins drives, baseline, shot is no good. So we got another foul. And Peyton Collins will go to the free throw line. That foul will go against Landon Miller. That is his first.
That will be the team's third of the quarter so far. Early the third, 3 fouls already on the Commodores.
Collins' free throw is good. Peyton with 9 points now here tonight. He'll step back to the line for one more.
Peyton this season's really progressing into a really nice player.
Nothing but net on the second one. 10 points for Peyton Collins. 6:13 on the clock. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Bobcats' biggest lead of the night at 4, 37-33. Bo Bacon. Over to Woods. Trayton trying to make something happen. Terry out on him. Works him out to the logo. And I think they're going to get Aaron Stallard for the reach in. No, they're going to get Terry. Want to call the foul on Braxton Terry. Terry with some great defense on Trayton Woods. The forward steps out and pushes him past the logo. And I thought he was doing some great defense, but he'll be called for a foul. Collins in his pocket into the lane. And the ball goes out of bounds, and Woods wanted to foul, but Mr. Referee says nope. Ball out of bounds. Bobcats will get the turnover. 37-33. 5:44 on the clock with an opportunity to put 2 more or 3 on the board. Inside to Terry, into the lane, working hard off the glass, and it's good.
Timeout, Perry Central's going to be a full.
Coach Shannon Hoskins has to call the timeout with 5:34 on the clock. Bobcats with their biggest lead, 39-33. Stay with us on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Looking to fast-track your career? Hazard Community and Technical College has 12-week courses designed to get you trained and ready for the workforce fast, beginning February 10th. With flexible schedules and in-demand courses, you can get in, get out, and get employed debt-free. Don't wait. Start building your future today. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more. Hazard Community and Technical College. We'll never underestimate you.
Bluegrass Sports Nation bringing you the Glory Road matchup here from the beautiful Coliseum between Perry Central and Breathitt County. 6-point lead for the Bobcats. They worked hard underneath the basket. Biggest lead for them here tonight, David Kyle.
Yeah, Bobcats really come out here on a 6-3 run to start the half. Forcing Perry Central into a full timeout right here. Kind of interested to see what Coach Austin's dials up and try to stop the bleeding here.
Special thanks to Rose Brothers Department Store and CarQuest and Hutch Automotive here in Jackson for being sponsors of tonight's ball game. We appreciate them being here supporting our Bobcats. Bo Bacon with a 3-pointer out of the rim. Terry with the rebound. He'll pass it to Sperry. Sperry up the court in the lane. All the way to the basket for the 2-hand jam.
It's a really nice play by Sperry once again. Downhill, hard to stop.
Austin Sperry getting up for the 2-handed jam with 5:06 on the clock. Puts the Bobcats up 41-33. Miller in the lane. Goes up, blocked by Sperry, but we got a whistle before the block. Foul is going to go on Peyton Collins. That is his first foul.
That'll be the Bobcats' second team foul. Brings the team fouls. Breathitt's got 2, Perry 3.
Shot is in the air for Miller, and it's good. Josh Miller coming into the game now for the Commodores. Landon at the line. Second one is good. He's got 13 points here tonight for the Commodores. 41-35, 4:54 on the clock. Peyton Collins looking to get things started on this possession to Honeycutt. Inside to Sperry, and foul will be called on Josh Miller on the floor.
That'll make his third personal, team fourth.
Honeycutt inbounds to Sperry. Dish back to Honeycutt in the corner. Dump to Sperry. The floater, no good, but we got another whistle. This time I think it'll be on Tyson Neese.
And that'll be the Commodores' fifth. So for the remainder of this quarter, Breathitt will shoot 2 free throws, never fail.
Second foul on Tyson Neese. Sperry with the free throw line. I think he's perfect from the free throw line here tonight so far. 3 for 3 at this point. Shot is up and good. It's his 19th point tonight here for the Bobcats.
Sperry shooting 68.8% from the charity stripe. A chance to take his team to 8-point lead.
Takes his time. Second shot is up and good. 20 points for Austin. 4:38 to go in the third. Miller to Bacon. Bacon in the lane working against Terry. Comes back to Woods. Out of Sumner. To Miller. Ball knocked loose. Miller spins in the lane against Collins. Goes up. Shot no good. Well, we get a foul on Peyton Collins.
That'll be Collins' second, team third. And that's going to send Miller to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, Miller, if he's got to look at the basket, look out. I mean, he has not been afraid to go in the lane here tonight.
Miller on the season shooting 73.5% from the free throw line.
Shot is up and good.
Miller averaging 9.6 points a game for the Commodores this season.
Landon with 14 points here tonight. To the line for the second free throw. It's in the air, and it's good.
Miller, just a sophomore. You know, in the next 2 years, he's going to cause a lot of 14th region teams headaches trying to figure out how to guard him.
Give him 15 points, 4:18 on the clock, 43-37, 6-point lead for the Bobcats. Stallard working against Trayton Woods.
Good defense by Woods.
Kicks it to Honeycutt. Cross court to Terry. Terry puts down the dribble, dumps it to Sperry. Sperry underneath the basket, and he'll be called for stepping on the baseline out of bounds. Sperry wanted to foul.
I think Coach Honeycutt's saying Bacon pushed him out of bounds.
Benny Campbell didn't see it that way.
And that's what I think Mr. Official's saying.
Neese at the logo, dumps it inside to Sumner. Comes back to Trayton Woods. He'll pull the trigger on the 3. It's no good. Terry with a rebound. Bodies on the floor. Honeycutt and Woods down. No call. Bounce pass behind the legs. Back to Collins. Fires the 3. No good. Tip. Battle for the rebound. Sperry comes up with it. Cross court over to Stallard. Honeycutt, 6 foot behind the arc, fires the 3. It's no good. Trayton Woods talking to the referee, and Joe Honeycutt will go to the free throw line. Trayton Woods called for the foul.
Woods playing with a little emotion there, just getting a little carried away on that foul.
Honeycutt, first free throw was good.
Honeycutt shooting 87.5% from the free throw line this year.
Trayton Woods trying to alter that shot by Honeycutt. I think he got tied up with his wrist and arm, and he didn't like the foul call. But I tell you what, just aggressive defensive play. Sometimes you can't get by with it. It's happened to the Bobcats too here tonight. And Honeycutt, perfect from the free throw line. Stretches the lead out to 9 points for the Bobcats. Tyson Neese with it for the Commodores. Inside to Bacon. Off the glass and good.
Very nice offense there by the Commodores, catching Bacon with the screen and hit the back door.
Bo Bacon's first 2 points of the night. He could be a difference maker late in this game for Perry Central if he gets going. Collins, bounce pass to Sperry.
Sperry wanting a screen here. No.
He's going to call.
Again.
Yeah, but he's going to call.
Said, don't ghost me. Don't ghost me. Do it.
Kick over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt in the lane. Drives. Dumps to Terry. Terry underneath off the glass and good. Braxton Terry with 9 points. Neese for the Commodores. Back out to Bacon. He fires the 3. Looks good, and it is for Bo Bacon. Another Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer. 5 points for Bo Bacon.
Bacon, no stranger shooting a 3. Shooting right at 40% on the season from beyond the arc.
I told you, look out if he gets going. A big difference maker in this game for the Commodores. 6-point lead for the Bobcats. 2:30 on the clock.
Sperry giving direction out here, trying to get the offense set.
2:20 on the clock. Sperry will set the offense. Puts Stallard in motion. Honeycutt pulls up for 3. Off the rim, no good. Woods with it. Gets past the defender. In the lane, goes up, no good. Collins pulls down the rebound. Collins, he makes his way into the lane. Scoop, no good. Miller with a rebound. Quickly down the court to Woods. Chases it. Flips it back in bounds to Neese, but it'll go out of bounds. The turnover by Perry Central will give it to the Bobcats.
Yeah, it's high speed right there. Both teams probably just a little bit out of control. I'm sure Coach Hoskins and Coach Honeycutt would both like to see the team just a little bit more under control. but they definitely probably have to like the pace.
Matt Hudson, you look like you're watching tennis there for a minute.
Yeah, I thought I was getting whiplash for a second.
Back and forth we go. Collins to Sperry now, 48-42. We got a whistle.
Have a timeout.
Timeout before Sperry shot the three. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Thanks again to Rose Brothers Department Store in Jackson and Bataville. And thanks again to CarQuest Auto Parts, Hutch Automotive here in Jackson. Thanks to those sponsors for keeping us on the air and streaming live all this action tonight between the Commodores and the Bobcats. David, Kyle, we got 1 minute and 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. I'll tell you what, a very important quarter for both ball clubs. Right now it belongs to the Bobcats, but anything could happen here in this last minute 40 in the third.
Well, Bobcats currently leading the third quarter by 3, the game by 6. Each quarter, I kind of think of it as set, and each one you want to win.
Yep. Sperry in the lane, turns, comes back out, dishes inside to Gross. Gross goes in, little left-handed baby, one-handed shot, no good, and Miller will pull it out of there. Almost a baby hook for Gross, but another three-pointer fired by Sumner's no good, and Neese. And going to get a foul on Tyson Neese.
Got to be his third personal.
3 fouls on Neese.
That's going to send Peyton Collins to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
A lot of emotion here in this ball game. You got to be careful. I was afraid what was going to happen with the basketball there when Tyson threw it up. I was afraid the referee would get him again, but 1:15 on the clock. Peyton Collins will go back to the line.
These are veteran officials. They're going to let these guys play a little bit.
Yep.
You're looking at state tournament caliber officials, Fairchild, Campbell, and Cecil.
Shot is up and good for Peyton Collins. He'll go to the line for the second one. And that one will make it an 8-point lead for the Bobcats.
Brantley Campbell checking in from Bobcats. He'll come in for Joe Honeycutt.
Honeycutt will get a breather. Senior Brantley Campbell in the game. 1:12 on the clock. 8-point lead for the Bobcats. Miller stops, pulls up the three off the back of the rim. Battle for the rebound. Gross comes out of there with it and hands it to Sperry.
Good look, just didn't go in.
Sperry across the timeline, working on the right side. Comes back to Collins. Collins around the left side of the lane, comes back out to Campbell. Campbell now dishes to Stallard. Inside to Campbell, and
he's going to lose the ball.
He's going to lose the ball out of bounds.
The Commodores.
Turnover by Campbell. We'll give it to Perry Central. With 47.5 on the clock. Tyson Neese will bring it into the backcourt for the Commodores. 39 seconds here in the third. 8-point lead for the Bobcats, 50-42. Bo Bacon with it now for Perry Central. Comes back to Trayton Woods. Woods past the high screen, pulls the trigger on the three, and it's good.
Miscommunication there by the Bobcats defensively. Woods made him pay for the wide open three.
The Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer is the first points of Trayton Woods here in the second half. Young man had 14 in the first half.
Sperry with the ball. Looks like he's peeling his shoes. You may look for him to attack right here with 10 seconds to go.
He likes his odds with 8 seconds on the clock. Calls for the screen. Dumps it to Collins in the corner. Pulls the trigger for three, and no good. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Your score, Bobcats 50, Commodores 45. We'll be back after this message.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Folks, if you've been up busy around the house while you're listening to the game or watching the game, it's time to sit down for 8 minutes. We got a 5-point lead for the Bobcats here. You don't want to miss these final minutes between these two, Perry Central and Breathitt. It's down to business time between these two now.
He's right there. Coach Austin coming out of the huddle with the set play. Couldn't convert, and now just going back to base offense.
Bacon over in the corner to Miller. Miller trying to get past Stallard. He'll get by him, dish it to Neese. Neese over to Sumner. Sumner fires the three. Mason Sumner with a Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer. His first points of the night.
One thing about this Commodore offense, if you start leaving your feet trying to block shots and they don't go up with you, they will make you pay with the extra pass.
Bobcats had a 9-point lead at one point in the third. It's cut to a 2-point ball game. Sperry pulls up for three, and Kanan Gross saves that one from out of bounds. Stallard with it. Sperry in the lane, up and under, and he gets it to drop.
Bobcats go back out to a 4-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the game.
Neese across the timeline. He'll go in the lane against Collins. And
we're going to get Collins at the foul on the floor.
Peyton called for the foul as Neese went into the lane. That's his third foul. And Honeycutt and Terry will come into the game for Gross and Campbell. Neese to inbound it for the Commodores. He'll find Woods. Woods on the left wing working against Stallard, and Stallard will be called for the foul. Hard working defensive play for Aaron Stallard. Trayton Woods going to the basket hard. And that's 2 fouls this quarter for the Bobcats, none for the Commodores. 6:54 on the clock. Bo Bacon to inbound. He'll find Sumner. Sumner works at top of the key for Perry Central. Out to Neese. Neese will go in the lane against Honeycutt. Puts up the shot, no good. Sperry with a rebound. Austin pushes it up to Stallard. Now back to Sperry. Working in the lane, pulls up, jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Miller with it across the timeline for Perry Central. 6:28 on the clock. Trying to whittle away at a 4-point lead for the Bobcats. Sumner in the corner to Woods. Woods goes in the lane. Little layup, no good, and will be pulled out of there by control. And that's why it was a walk called instead of a foul. Neese over to Stallard, 1-on-3. He's got to slow things down. Cross court to Collins. Now to Honeycutt. Sperry cutting in the lane. Ball comes back out to Stallard. Back out to Stallard. Loses a handle on it. Goes inside to Terry. Spins, goes up, jump shot, takes a roll and comes off. In the lane, the layup is good for Landon Miller.
Sperry's trying to invite defense to come up and hopefully try to blow by him.
Two defenders on him over in the corner to Honeycutt. Now to Collins. Back to Sperry. Honeycutt yelling out instructions from the bench. And Sperry going to go in the lane by the defenders and up for the layup.
Sperry, good job there by the Bobcats. Being patient, not having to force the issue.
He can just get by the defense so fast.
You know, made Perry a little impatient. Got the defender to leave his feet, got around him. Once again, downhill Austin Sperry. Good play.
54-50 now. Woods over to Sumner, back to Neese. Back out to Miller. Bo Bacon passes it back to Woods. Woods loses a handle on it. Honeycutt comes up with it. Sperry brings up his dribble. He'll go to Terry. Terry will hand it back off to Austin Sperry, and he'll try to set the offense here with 3:45 on the clock. Gets by one defender, spins against Neese, loses a handle on it, and Neese comes out of there with it. He's in the lane, and Collins goes up. Ball was up, no good, but the putback is good by Bo Bacon. Bacon with 7 points.
Bobcats out there. Transition defense, not exactly what they'd want it to be, but we're going to take a timeout, Breathitt County.
We'll take it with them on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
726-888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
Bluegrass Sports Nation bringing you the live streaming coverage of the Glory Road game between the Perry Central Commodores and the Breathitt Bobcats here from the Coliseum. David Kyle, 2-point game with 3:19 on the clock. Commodores able to whittle away at that long third quarter there when they went down by 9 points, but they made a ball game out of it.
Yeah, Commodores have come back, made this what may be a classic for the 2025 season right here.
Well, it's going to. We knew it was going to be a big matchup, and these two ball clubs not happy with any of the performance until it gets down to the last second, and one of them not going to go out of here happy with the loss. But both teams playing exceptional defense right now. A couple of turnovers here in the fourth quarter. Perry Central's been able to capitalize. Collins loses a handle on it, brings it back across the timeline in the lane. Gets loose. Terry comes up with it. Underneath, loses a handle again, and Tyson Neese comes out of there with it for Perry Central. To the lane against Collins. Layup, no good. Austin Sperry comes down with it, and I think we're going to get Trayton Woods for the foul.
That'll be his second, team first of the quarter.
2:57 on the clock. 54-52.
And team first of the quarter also for the Commodores right here.
Little perspiration on the floor. We're going to drive that one up underneath the basket down to our right. Benny Campbell will hand it to Honeycutt. We'll whistle it up. Collins will bring it in. 2:52 on the clock. Collins working against Miller. Wants to go in the lane. Brings it back out. And we get
timeout, Breathitt County.
Another timeout on the Breathitt County bench. Ball was tied up over here in the corner. We'll take another quick break with them on Bluegrass Sports. Special thanks again to Rose Brothers Department Store, CarQuest, Hutch Automotive here in Jackson, and special thanks to Breathitt Funeral Home for sponsoring our three-point baskets, and to the Buckhorn Children's and Family Services, who will be sponsoring our player of the game here at the conclusion of this contest between the Commodores and the Bobcats. Inbound to Sperry, and he will go to work here with 2:40 on the clock. Left in regulation between these two. We'll see if we can finish in that amount of time. Sperry working against Sumner.
Terry trying to get the ball right now. He's taking a mismatch.
Yeah, mismatch, but they got it fixed. Sumner back under against Terry. 2:21 on the clock. Sperry and Honeycutt barking out orders to get the offense going. Collins in the corner, fires a three. Off the rim, no good. Sumner with the rebound. And
got a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Bobcats.
Terry had a hand on it too. And the ball stays here with the Bobcats with a jump ball.
Good work by Terry to kind of slide in there underneath the rebound and get two hands in there.
You said he was sneaky athletic earlier.
Yeah.
Bounce pass to Terry off the glass. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up and it's good.
Terry showing his athleticism and strength right there.
5 points in the first half. 6 here in the second. 11 total for Braxton Terry. Miller in the lane against Gross. Goes up. Shot no good. Austin Sperry with another big rebound. Sperry has just been all over the boards rebounding tonight for the Bobcats. 56-52 your score. 1:42 on the clock.
And they're going to get a foul on Bacon.
Bacon reaching in on Gross.
That'll be the team's second. His third.
2 fouls each now for the Bobcats and the Commodores. And we got a timeout on the Commodores bench. Coach Hoskins wanting to talk it over with the Doors. We'll be back after this message.
Appalachian Wireless is starting 2025 by doing something they've never done before. New devices on us. Up to $800 off select devices. This is on a new or renewed line on the Appalachian Advantage Unlimited or Mix and Match plans. Visit AppalachianWireless.com or any retail location for complete details. New devices on us. On the region's best network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We are back. Bluegrass Sports Nation, the Glory Road game from the Fairce O Woods Coliseum in Jackson, Kentucky. Long pass over to Collins, knocked loose, deflected, and Collins knocks it back out of bounds, but it goes off of him before it went across the baseline, and Perry Central will try to capitalize on the turnover. Neese to Woods, back to Neese, across the timeline, 1:30 on the clock. Over to Bacon. Offense going to work for the Commodores. Woods in the lane, finds an open man, tipped by Honeycutt. Honeycutt with a huge deflection, and the Bobcats with a 4-point lead, and 1:18 on the clock.
Base taps it loose on Spurry, and it's going to stay at the Bobcats here.
And Honeycutt will inbound it. Honeycutt with a great defensive move that time to deflect that pass. Honeycutt comes to Terry in front of the bench. Terry picks up his dribble. Got to hand it off to somebody. And he'll call the timeout in front of Coach Honeycutt. And he's going to talk things over with his troops. We'll keep it here for a few seconds. Thanks again to our sponsors once again, Rose Brothers Department Store in Jackson and Bateville. Thanks to them for being on the broadcast tonight. Thanks to CarQuest, Hutch Automotive here in Jackson. We see them for all your auto parts. Thanks to People's Bank. Also thanks to Breathitt Funeral Home for sponsoring all of our three-point baskets here tonight, and to the Buckhorn Children's and Family Services for sponsoring our player of the game, which we will be. It's going to be a tough night between these two teams to find a player of the game. David Kyle, we're stressed with that topic here again tonight. We'll have to look to our cameraman Tucker Neese and maybe executive producer for Matt Hudson for a tie break if we go to vote.
Yeah, had some really good play, from both teams and multiple players. There's probably going to be multiple guys on whoever wins this game that could take that honor and say they deserve it.
So you got Peyton Collins. He's got 12. Sperry racking up the points. I think he's got 22 last count. Braxton Terry with 11. Bobcats have been busy. Of course, Landon Miller and Trayton Woods for Perry Central leading the way. Collins over in the corner with it, working against Miller. And Miller going to be called for the foul.
That'll be Perry Central's third team foul. Trying to run their offense, trying to get Woods a shot right here.
Woods deflected from behind. No, ball off the rim. Collins will pull down the rebound. He'll go to Honeycutt. Back to Collins. And we'll get a foul on Miller.
That'll be Miller's third and the team fourth.
Coach Honeycutt not happy. Still shouting out orders. 35.7 on the clock. Bobcats with a 4-point lead. Honeycutt finds Sperry. Sperry across the timeline. He's got Neese behind him, and they'll whistle Neese for the foul.
That'll be Neese's fourth and the team's fifth. Spurry's going to go to the free throw line here to shoot two.
At the line, shooting two of the Bobcats.
24 points for Sperry. And he's at the line trying to pick up a couple more. Could extend that lead out to 6 if he gets them both. First one in the air, and it's good.
Skyler checking to the Bobcats with Kanan Gross.
Second free throw by Austin Sperry. It's good.
6-point lead for the Bobcats. Pivotal possession here for the Commodores.
30 seconds. Neese with it. Hands it off to Miller. Miller in the lane. Kicks it over to Sumner. Sumner drives. He'll put up the jump shot off the rim. No good. Sperry clears out the rebound with 20 seconds on the clock. And Neese going to draw the foul and try to stop the clock again. And that'll send Sperry back to the free throw line with 18 seconds on the clock.
That'll be Noose's fifth.
Tyson Neese goes to the bench, the senior, with a great performance here tonight for the Commodores. 8 points as he fouls out of the game. Shot is up for Sperry, and it's good. $18 seconds on the clock. Sperry back at the free throw line. He hits that one. That'll
Start to see the fans starting to pile out of the Coliseum here on Glory Road tonight.
Make it 60-52 and for the block on Woods, and he'll be called for the foul. Trayton Woods will go to the free throw line for the Commodores. 14 seconds on the clock, 8-point lead for Breathitt County.
I'm sure that's something right there. Coach Honeycutt did not, don't foul. That's Woods going to go to the line to get 3 free throws here.
It's hard to tell Peyton Collins not to play aggressive, though. The young man's just got a motor, and he's going to go after it if he thinks he's got a chance.
Just over aggressive, not wanting to give up extra points.
Did Woods hit the first one?
Missed the first and hit
Missed
the
the
second.
first, hit the second. All right. Third one in the air and good. He's got 19 points, 11 seconds. And it's all over, but just letting the seconds tick off the clock. 60-54. The Bobcats with an important win here on this Glory Road Heritage Game night. The Bobcats victorious over the Commodores. We'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
All right, folks, we are back. We're going to go down to point totals here for the Commodores and the Bobcats. Bobcats victorious by 6 points, 60-54. For the Commodores, leading the way for them, Trayton Woods with 19 points, followed by Landon Miller with 17. And we got Tyson Neese with 8. Bo Bacon with 7. And Mason Sumner with 3 for the Commodores, and that'll total up their points unofficially. For the Bobcats, we've got Peyton Collins with 12 points, Kanan Gross with 3, Joseph Honeycutt with 6 points, Braxton Terry with 11 points, and the Buckhorn Children's and Family Services Player of the Game, Mr. Austin Sperry with 28 points. We made the option, the choice not to bring him up here and talk to him tonight. I know a lot of fans trying to get out of here. We got impending weather. And we've talked to Austin before, and I don't think his manner would have changed, David Kyle. He's doing a good job at making the players around him better. But at the same time, the young man going downhill is hard to be stopped.
Yeah.
And he was all over the boards tonight making rebounds.
Austin knew what was on the line tonight. Perry Central, it's been a big game to him the last 2 out of 3 years. That's the team that's took him out in the region tournament in 24, 22. He don't want to drop any more to that bunch.
Yeah. Important game between these two, as we spoke about. 3 and 4 in the region right now, Breathitt and Perry Central. The Bobcats come out victorious 60-54 in a great matchup. We knew it was going to be a good one. We hope all you fans have enjoyed it. Congratulations again to Austin Sperry being named as the Buckhorn Children's and Family Services Player of the Game for the Breathitt Bobcats. In the bad weather, we appreciate you tuning in and watching us on Bluegrass Sports Nation. For Tucker Neese, Matt Hudson, David Kyle Abner, I'm Rob Hounshell. We'll see you next time on Bluegrass Sports Nation.